Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where a creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making making one alternate card using the Daydream March 2025 paper pumpkin kit. These are the cards that the kit originally makes, and it came in this beautiful box. Okay, just a reminder of that. But before we get started on our project, of course, we have to go over the buzzworthy business of the day. So I have our Inked Occasions paper pumpkin kit that's going to make 9 cards. Berry Burst is the stamping spot. And for $12, you can purchase the Hugs of Bloom dies add-on. The item number is 166238. These dies are going to coordinate with April, May, and June paper pumpkin kits, all right? There's a link in the description box below for you to sign up for the paper pumpkin if you haven't already done so. Next, we have our March host code. This is the code I want you to use whenever you're placing an order with me. Unless your order is $150 or more, do not use this host code because you're going to qualify for Stampin' Rewards, and Stampin' Rewards equals free product from Stampin' Up, and I don't want you to miss out on any of your freebies. Lastly, we have our mystery boxes. These are the medium flat rate USPS boxes that I have stuffed full of new and used, all retired Stampin' Up products. I'm asking just $30 for each box. Shipping is included. If you're interested, please email me at stampwithshana@gmail.com. And that is all of our buzzworthy business of the day. So let's go ahead and get started on our project. I have a card base here of soft sea foam. It is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to burnish that score line down. I have already decorated the inside. It is early espresso. That is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. Then I have layered on there some basic white that is 3.5 by 4 3/4 with a quarter strip of the card backing from one of the cards from the kit. This one right here that we're going to be using. I cut off a 1/4 inch and put it in here. Then we have a bee that I stamped from our stamp set and colored. Well, I didn't color it because it's a 2-step stamping. So I did the crushed curry and crumb cake for the wings just to make it coordinate with the ones that are in the kit. I should have stamped off on that one though. And this card is going to be landscape, okay? So we have here another piece of early espresso. This is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and we're going to layer our 5 1/4 by 4 piece of card base onto that. So let's go ahead and mat this on there. Make sure I have everything going the right way. It's going to be a tiny little border. Let me pick that up so I can see it better. Okay, then we're going to put this onto our card base flat. Oh, my glue is running out. I hope you guys have been enjoying all of my alternates for this kit, because I try not to make as many alternates as I can. That is not my goal when I'm making alternates, is to make as many more cards from that kit. I just want to make different cards from the kit. So however many I get, if that's 25, if that's 10, if it's only 5, that's what it is. I don't try to get as much because it's very easy to cut these pieces into small little pieces and make more cards. So I'm not doing that. It's just when the ideas come to me, that's what I do, okay? So I have a piece of soft sea foam here that I have embossed with the Distress Tile 3D embossing folder. And I punched it out with a 2 3/8 inch circle punch. And we're going to add this onto our card base with some liquid glue. Ooh. And I'm going to have to give you a peek of the design here because I have to make sure. Goodness gracious. I have some elements I need to put on here. So I need to make sure that my sentiment is going to be able to fit. So we want to put the circle about right there. But then I also want to have these little honeycomb pieces coming off the circle as well. So we're going to put that down just like that. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is some stamping. So we're going to take our sentiment label, and is that the front? Yeah. And we're going to stamp our sentiment in early espresso, and our sentiment is happy birthday. And this is from the additional stamp set that came in this kit, the Happiest Hive. And we're going to stamp that right in the middle here, just like that. And we're going to pop this up on some dimensionals. So let me get some dimensionals. These dimensionals. I know this sheet is a lot bigger than what you're used to seeing. This is from last month's paper pumpkin kit. Yep, I keep everything, all of my extras. So I have 3 more elements from our kit here. We have this flower, and one of our bees. So I put dimensionals already on the back of this flower, and we're gonna pop this up right about here, right about there, just like that. And then I wanna put my sentiment on. We're gonna put this right about here, just like that. Then we have this flower, and I want to put this up here. Oh, this might need to come out some because I don't want our flower to cover it up. So, let's see. I want it to be like that. So what I'm gonna have to do is put a little bit of liquid glue on the back of this, just a little. And I'm not gonna be too concerned if it squirts out because it's gonna be under the flower, but I just need something to make it lay down. We're not putting it under all the pieces of the honeycomb. Just like that. Whoop. But we don't want our flower to stick down. Okay, now our little honeybee here has tiny little dimensionals that I cut up on the back here. So we have 1 mini dimensional, then the rest are teeny tiny pieces that I just cut because I want him popped up as well, and he's gonna go right there. And now all we have to do is embellish this card. So for embellishments, I am going to use the faux glass dots. Again, I have not checked to see if these were still available, but I do believe they are. So I'm going to get my take your pick tool. And I think, what color do I want to use? For some reason, I'm wanting to use this green, this mossy meadow. So let's put a couple of these on here. Over here. Let's put maybe one right there. You can put a couple of more over here. That's 5, right? So we're gonna have more than that because I want to put one on our sentiment. I want to pop one right here, and that means I can put another one right there. That is our card done. Isn't that cute? I like it. I probably could have put the flower over our sentiment. There we go. Don't have it tucked in there. Okay. Yes, that is super cute. Okay, you guys, that's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to thank you for buzzing by the hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.